All right, so we're here with old Apache gasoline generator. Don't know a lot about it. I think it's an old Harbor Freight brand, but real interesting. My parents acquired it after Hurricane Laura, during Hurricane Laura, and needed it started up. They ran this generator here and my generator for about 50 days straight until power was supplied. Now, one of the funny things is this 240 outlet right here wasn't a NEMA outlet. It was some Korean, Japanese outlet style. It was 240 volt, but it just didn't match up to a NEMA socket, which is all you could buy here in town to plug into it. So I had to buy a new female socket and plug it in. Had to do quite a bit of grinding actually to fit it around the outside edge here to get that to fit in. Now, my parents called me and said it wouldn't start. I came over, it indeed would not start. They've never had this feature, but I did fix this the other day, so I'll solder up the auto start because I just kind of rigged it through this fuse. There's a loose wire in this fuse here and it wouldn't start. But yeah, after 50 days of running and then sitting for a couple years, kind of deemed this carburetor here to be gummed up and clogged up, and I got it to start on carb cleaner, starter fluid carb cleaner, but could not get it to stay running and run on gas. So I purchased a new carburetor. And one of the interesting things about this carburetor, made in Japan, Hawaii, like that, right? There's some numbers here in an old ink. And a little lesson I learned years back is not to use carb cleaner and things like that to clean that up to look for those numbers. They never stamp those numbers on these carburetors. It's always printed in an ink. And it just so happens that when I got online and just typed in Hawaii carburetor, a lot of carburetors came up, but there were a lot of notes about, oh, don't order this is the wrong one, blah blah blah, so forth. Anyway, this one happens to be a P2, not a P1, and the one that looked like it belonged with my machine was a P1, and I searched for that part number on the side, P2, and found it. And yeah, that says was it 72 P2 or P72, something like that, in that, ink right there. Anyway, that's the one I ordered, and I'm hopeful that it'll replace it. But we're gonna go ahead and replace this carburetor here and see if the thing starts back up versus cleaning the carburetor. It's really hard to clean these sort of pseudo one-piece carburetors here. There's no real direct way to take them apart, and then you have to find all the right O-rings, and it's just simpler. It was 28 bucks or something like that off Amazon. It's here now, and I'll replace it today. So I'll get going, and I'll get back to the video once we're done.